Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app, O'Connor and Company.
It's 8:37, O'Connor and Company. Thanks for tuning in here. 30 minutes from now, Chris Plant will take over. It's Larry with Patrice. Good morning, Patrice.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. The last one before Christmas.
Joining us is Seamus Bruner. He's the Director of Research for the Government Accountability Institute. That's Peter Schweitzer's group. Peter Schweitzer, of course, famously wrote the book, Throw Them All Out, exposing the uncanny parallel of really brilliant stock trades by members of Congress
Yes.
and then legislation that ended up helping those stocks. In fact, I saw a graph the other day, Seamus, that showed Nancy Pelosi's stock trades, and it showed it alongside Warren Buffett's stock trades. The Oracle of Omaha has nothing on the babe from the Bay because she ran circles around Warren Buffett. So what's Congress going to do about it, Seamus Bruner?
Yeah, it's great to be with you, Larry. Nancy Pelosi up 744% since 2014. It's insane how much she has outperformed the market. Wish we had some intel like that. But Congress has been working on it supposedly for years. I mean, it's been over a decade since Peter Schweitzer's book came out. They passed a law called the Stock Act, but then they gutted it at the last minute. So it was supposed to increase disclosure. Then they took all the teeth out, so there's no enforcement. There's been a few attempts. Now, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, I applaud her. She's got this petition, but you can really see that this is a bipartisan issue, this insider trading in Congress, because, you can't even get Republicans, all of them, to vote on these things. So both sides do it. There's Republicans with over 700 trades this year, even as they're getting secret briefings that none of us get the intel on. So the Democrats now, they're finally pretending like they want to do something about it, but only if it includes President Trump and his cabinet.
But what I don't understand. Oh, go ahead, Patrice.
Well, I mean, to that point, so Democrats have been in opposition, or they've just been silent up to this point, because there have been other bills in the past decade trying to, as you laid out, get rid of this problem, and Democrats have not joined with Republicans. Or who's really been the biggest challenge here?
Well, it's a mixture. I mean, there are many Republicans. Senator Josh Hawley, he proposed the Pelosi Act. Then it was renamed the Honest Act that was supposed to do that. Now, that's, I guess, maybe working its way through. So some Republicans are in favor of banning trading by members of Congress. What Peter Schweitzer recommended all those years ago was put all of your assets in a blind trust or mutual funds, just not individual stocks that can go up and down with the decisions and the votes you make. But there's Republicans and Democrats on both sides who both want to ban it and who want to continue to make money with the inside information they get in Congress. And usually the uniparty wins.
Yeah, and let's talk about the executive branch for a second. First of all, the legislative branch shouldn't be what's right for the legislative branch shouldn't be beholden to what the executive branch is doing. But you mentioned the president and the cabinet. I know for a fact that people who go work for the administration, they have to divest. They have to sell their private interests. Is it not the same for the cabinet secretary?
Yeah, it's exactly right. I mean, the White House and the cabinet and all the people who work for the executive branch, they have far more increased disclosures. And you're right, they have to, in agencies where you're going to be able to affect, like a lot of people went into the Trump Treasury Department, had to sell off all of their stocks because the Treasury affects so much, as well as their crypto, because there would be regulations relating to crypto. So yes, the executive branch, it's much tougher to trade on insider information than in Congress. I think this is a political ploy by the Democrats just to make it, pay lip service to the people who want to ban trading, but they know that if they make it tough enough for the White House, it'll never get signed.
Oh,
we're speaking with Seamus Bruner, Director of Research at the Government Accountability Institute. Talk about the teeth. Like, what kind of enforcement, proposals are out there to really make a stronger penalty to discourage this kind of behavior?
Yeah, well, the Stock Act, it was supposed to make it so that there was real-time disclosure, because if you disclose your trades in real time, then people can actually see. Now, what we found is they made it so that it's a 45-day delay, and so it makes it much harder for investigative journalists and people like us to track what votes and what information they would have gotten when you don't find out about it for 45 days. And then when they don't disclose within that 45-day window, it's like no penalties at all. Now, there could be all kinds of penalties. There could be fines. There could be, ethics investigations from the House and Senate. But we have not seen really any of that, even though we've seen throughout from COVID to the Ukraine war, any sort of war, they're always buying up defense stocks before, actions are taken. So really need some penalties on that.
So finally, Seamus, what's the sort of, the nuts and bolts or the inside baseball part of how this goes through? Is leadership behind this? Will they be presenting the bill, or is this a discharge petition? How many signatures do they have on the discharge petition, or is this just going to die again?
Yeah, well, as it stands, Congresswoman Luna's petition only has 74 signatures. It needs 218.
There's a shock.
Yeah. So, and then as far as a bill being passed, that's even further away. Now, Pelosi, on her way out the door, she's opposed this for decades, but now on her way out the door, she actually is in favor of it, which is interesting. Just 3 years ago, she said, no, I'm a free market capitalist. You should be able to trade. So only after she's made her money, she's backing it. But I think the calls are getting louder and louder, and people just say, why can't you use mutual funds or put them into a blind trust?
By the way, now that Pelosi's on her way out, I love this. This week, the New York Times headline, Pelosi resisted stock trading ban as wealth grew, fueling suspicion. Suddenly, the New York Times has figured out.
They figured there's a story there.
What you and Schweitzer and the Government Accountability Institute's been talking about for over 10 years. Well, always ahead of the curve there, Seamus. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Patrice.